This video app review is brought to you by the iPhoneAppReview.com.
What's up, everybody? This is Luke Patrick with the iPhoneAppReview.com. Today we're taking a look at an iPad-specific app, one called Blast Angle HD, as you can see by the boot screen or main menu that I've got rolling around right here. This is a brilliant little application. We don't get to say this often, but this app is doing something that no other app is doing in the App Store, and we really don't get to say that often. We mean it. Furthermore, we've had pretty, about 2 years now to really check out the market, so we kind of know what's going on. This is a really cool arcade game, and we're really stoked to be showing you what it looks like today. We could show you the tutorial on this, but instead we're just going to sort of kick into this and show you how it works as we've figured out and as we've been playing it. Aside from that, you can hit strategy to get some strategy tips, and you can hit story to see the story behind this. Essentially, the fate of the human race is sort of in danger, and it's up to you to deal with this. We'll show you how in just a second. It's really cool. But this game, just really quickly, does also come with online multiplayer, which will make more sense after we show you the campaign. So I'm going to go ahead and continue the campaign that I was playing, and just pick a basic Earth level to show you how this works. Each of the stages does come with 2 different game sort of quests or missions to play through, so you get a lot of content for the game itself. This is, of course, a $1 application in the App Store, which is nice. To show you how this works, the game has a very interesting shooting mechanic. Essentially, you select this and then aim using this, and I'm going to try to do this as well as I can. And then you use another finger to control the I would say the power with which you actually shoot off the tanker cannon, whatever you want to call it. Sorry, it's focusing there for a second. And then you try to hit this other bugger down here, which actually hit a crate that time. You also get a full roster of weapons, as you can see up here, to choose between. So this really spices up the gameplay, gives you a lot of chances to use some strategy. This game does use a lot of strategy, especially in the later levels. You have to really think about what you're doing, and you also have a time limit that's going on up here in the corner if you can watch that, or if you feel like watching it. I suppose you don't have to. So let me try to do this better than I did, and fire, and then hopefully hit. We'll knock them out in just a second with something cooler. But there's the basic mechanic. The firing mechanism does take some time to get used to, but very quickly you'll get the hang of it, and then it's quite a lot of fun. And it's actually very precise, which is something that we enjoyed. He just shot a firebomb at me, so you can see kind of what that looks like, which I think I'm going to do the same to him. Just like weapons, you simply hit this, then you select the weapon that you want, and then of course you fire as normal. So I'm going to try to do exactly what I did last time and hope that things work. That is not going to work. Ah, bollocks. Okay. So yeah, that's the basic mechanic there. I'm about to get my butt handed to me. But that is the basic shooting mechanic, and then I will show you some weapons if we do another level here. Unless I get the chance to do that now, which it appears that I will. If you're noticing, the environments are fully destructible. The opponent could actually hit this corner up here and drop this rock on me, which is an option. I'm going to use a homing missile. There are all kinds of different weapons involved here. Like for this one, I simply drag it into place and then double tap to shoot it, which is probably too late for me to win at this point, but I'm going to try. And then you're awarded experience points for winning, etc., etc. So some nice RPG sort of elements included in here. Aside from that, there's a whole lot of spice to this game. There's a whole lot of depth and, interesting elements that have been thrown in to keep things fresh. I really need to get this guy. Let's see, what can I use? Let us use, actually, I'm going to do this to heal myself slightly. That'll sound like a good idea. So that's, what was I talking about? Sorry guys, I'm really distracted. So that is the basic mechanic behind this. Lots of depth to this, lots of strategy, especially in the later levels when you're trying to leverage the amount of weapons that you have, the number of. You're only given so much to work with in terms of weaponry, so that's a big factor involved. For instance, I only have so many homing missiles and I'm about to run out of them. You get more as you go along, but again, you do have to think about these things. Depending on the level design, you can actually use the level itself to win. Various strategy tips that have to be considered and thought about. So all in all, lots of things going on, lots of strategy, lots of depth, which is really, I guess, what we're trying to say here. And furthermore, the design of this application is absolutely fantastic. Everything about it has been very well thought out. We're very impressed with what the developers have done in terms of that, so we're quite pickled about that. It looks nice. It's obvious that the developers have thought a lot about what they wanted this thing to look like. So with that in mind, a lot of points to be given, and the fact that I'm so distracted playing this shows you just how fun it is and how rubbish I am at it too. That sucked. So with all of that in mind, this application is going to get a 4.5 out of 5-star rating from us here at the iPhoneAppReview.com. A lot of strategy, a lot of depth, lots of fun to it. It's a brilliant little game to play, and we just loved it. Furthermore, at $1, it's an absolute value in the App Store. Not to mention the fact that you get a full campaign to play through with lots of depth that we've already talked about. You also get an online multiplayer, which, as more people join in on that group and start to play around with it, we have a feeling that there will be more interest in it, and the things like leaderboards and honor points, etc., will become more meaningful than they are. So with all of that in mind, it's an absolute value, and we're going to give it a 4.5 out of 5-star rating from us here at the iPhoneAppReview.com. Take my distraction as a recommendation. It's a brilliant game, and if you're interested in this sort of arcade-style strategy game, go ahead and jump on it. It's one of the best that we've seen in a long time, and we really did have a blast playing this. So again, that's a 4.5 from us, and that's pretty much all I have to say about it. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out, but we'll see you guys later. Bye.